Didn't you wake up at like 11 a.m. today? You woke up pretty late.
I woke up at 4 to use the toilet with that fucking phone call from that cocksucking fucking wannabe attorney.
Hold on a second. Talk about that because there's probably people here that weren't
What's
here at the
there to
start.
talk about? The cocksucker
Perry,
called me up, telling me that he wanted me to drive
I
him to
know.
a fucking
Stop for a second.
courthouse
Can you
at
stop?
7.
Red light.
I'm not
Red
doing
light.
any of that garbage.
Red light. Red light. I'm just saying there's probably people who are here now that weren't here at the start. So can you tell
Forget
people?
about it. We're done talking about it.
I just quickly explain what happened at 4 a.m. because when you mention it like that, people don't know what you're talking about. So you heard some noise at 4 in the morning. Some noise, right? What was a call or something? What happened?
His voice went through the phone saying, "It's 4 a.m. Get up here to pick me up at 7 and take me to court. And take me to breakfast, then to court." That was it. Take me to breakfast for some eggs, what was it? Eggs over easy, and then to court. Like, fuck you.
And that was in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I didn't pick up the phone or nothing. I just heard it go through the phone. I got up and I went piss, and I couldn't believe what I heard, and I called you immediately.
Right. Thank you for that. Okay, so we'll see you
Scared
Friday,
to
right?
death. Huh?
I said we'll see everybody Friday.
Good night. I'm
Good
going
night,
to bed. Going straight to bed. I don't even think I can take a shower. I'm so fucking gone.
Okay, so are you not? So can you just leave the computer running? Don't restart it then. If you're just going straight to bed.
Bye.
Or do you need the computer for something?
I'm going right to bed. I'm so fucking gone.
All right, so let me kill it.
Nice.
You don't touch anything, okay? You let me kill it.
Bye.
Bye, Perry. Thank you.
Got it.
Good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night. Good night. Take care of the computer yourself. Lights out.
Lights out. Thanks, guys. It was just me, or is that unusually long for a Wednesday? Feels like this is. We're usually. I don't know. It's usually. Feels very late for a Wednesday. Usually our Wednesdays are. Sorry, I'm getting mush mouth because I'm trying to do two things at once. It just seems late for a Wednesday. Normally, like I think we're around like 5 hours now. And if you notice, I don't know if you noticed, Perry started pretty much on time, pretty much right on time. He was on at 5, maybe like 2 minutes after. But yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully he doesn't get any more of those mysterious calls overnight. I'll share the voicemail I got today as well as the call. It wouldn't make much sense in context because he's not great at explaining it, but we'll see what happens. But thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out. I can't hang around tonight. And that's not me saying I can't hang around tonight and then stays on at 4 a.m., Tom. That's me saying I can't hang around tonight and means it. But thank you, everybody. And thanks, Joey. Joey really helped out. He approves all the videos and helps me. So, Joey, I think we just missed one, right? I think everyone else got played. Doom 1 or Doom 2? That's a great question. I love both. But if I had to choose, I'm going to go Doom 1 because I'll just never forget playing that for the first time. It was like nothing else I've ever experienced. So I'm going to go Doom 1. But I love all the Dooms. There's not a Doom game that I haven't enjoyed. Even Doom 3. In fact, I really like Doom 3. I know that gets shit on, but I like Doom 3. Oh, yeah. So, Jarex, yeah. I was completely muted. Okay, so Jerexy asked, did I laugh when he asked the guy about the zebra? The answer to that is a resounding yes. I was actually I text Joey could back me up on this in Hero. I send a text to them, a message to them, and I was just like I am in tears. Like I was dying because I was completely muted. I muted myself when he goes to the door because I don't want to say anything that's gonna detract him from what he's doing or anything like that. So I was dying, absolutely dying, and to the point where I think I said to Joey and Hero, I said I think that might be the best. I mean, we've had quite a bit. If we do the Ring Awards, I think that was the absolute best ring moment we've ever had. It was the best ring moment we've ever had. It was amazing. I mean, I was so yeah. And answer to your question, I was dying. I was just in. I mean, I could think about the timing of that for like a random delivery guy to be passing by, just how he's just as he's bolting out to catch Zebra Horny. I was inconsol. I mean, if I happened to be unmuted, it would have ruined it. Because I would have been laughing over it. So I heavily mute myself on Wednesdays, specifically, not for any other reason, is that I just want his, I want him to engage with the comments as much as possible. But when he said, when he actually, I didn't think he was going to talk to that guy when he talked to him. If I had the clip here, I'd play it, but I don't. But man, yeah, it was. So in answer to your question, yes. My God, that was incredible. Just the timing of it. Did you see? I want to talk to that guy. Like, why was that guy? Did you see his? And what was his exact wording? He didn't say like, "Did you see a guy dressed as a zebra?" He said, "Did you see a zebra?" Like pass by the hall. Catching up on Faster Blades. What am I wearing? I'm wearing a gray a gray T-shirt that's seen better days. Has a couple of holes in it. I should really retire it. And blue workout shorts that I'm not working out in. Toledo Life. Any games I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to that new Metroid game that's coming out. The 2D Metroid game. What's it called? Metroid Dread or something like that. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the new Mario Party, which I know is like a remaster of the 64 Mario Parties, but I'm looking forward to that. Both Switch things. Apart from that, I don't know if there's any major announcements that caught my attention. So those. Cora says Doom 3 is the black sheep, but it's awesome. Yeah, I don't know why Doom 3 gets so much. I think Doom 3's gotten more appreciation over the years. I played through it last year, right as the pandemic hit, for the because they released them to all the platforms before Doom Eternal came out. It was like 99 cents, and I think I bought it on the Switch, and I played it through for the first time in a long time, and I loved it. Especially because like at the time I was playing it like peak pandemic, and so I was playing it late at night, and it was just creepy, and it was very atmospheric, and it is different because it's not. Doom is supposed to be the Doom Slayer just beating the living shit out of like demons and hell slaves and all that, and in Doom 3 it's not really like that. Doom 3 they're kind of beating the shit out of you, and it's more like creepy. So but I really liked it. I played through all of the expansion packs. I think there's 2 of them. I played through those 2, and I really enjoyed it. So it was a nice precursor to Doom Eternal, which I still have yet to finish. The zebra question might be my favorite Perry moment. Yeah, it was a pretty big moment. I mean, just again, the timing of it, and it was so natural and unbelievable. Did you see a zebra needs to be a T-shirt? Yeah, that would be good. Tom, need to have those moments put on YouTube channels. Need more. I agree, and something I'm working on for the fall is getting a ton of clips on YouTube. I have somebody that's going to be helping me with that, so couldn't agree more. Absolutely. Oh, that's the other thing too. Data Nate. By the way, Data Nate. I know Perry seemed confused by your promotion, not promotion, but your declaration as a VIP. Congratulations, by the way, well deserved. He says Perry was ready to attack the delivery guy. I was afraid of that because when I saw the guy on camera walk through, I was like, Perry is so heated going out there looking for somebody. I hope he doesn't mistake this delivery guy as the zebra guy. Like maybe he just took off the zebra costume, but thankfully it didn't happen. Boy, oh boy, that would have been bad. But yeah. By the way, Black Mage says, "Holy shit!" Asking the Uber guy if he saw a zebra was the best thing ever. What's that thing next to your name? I mean, maybe I'm just stupid, but that thing next to your name, you got the VIP, of course, and then you got the Perry thing, and then you got a thing that says OLW All Access Pass 2019. What is that designation? I've never seen that before. I'm just curious. Mario Pool Party. I would play that. Do I play Diablo? No, I've never played Diablo. Never played Diablo. Doom 64's Mokol is here. Doom 64 is awesome. I haven't replayed it. That's another one I bought last year. I just never played it. And I burnt it. I couldn't. I got to a place in Doom Eternal where I got stuck, and it was one of those things where I just haven't gone back to it. But I will. And now, and just with. Also, I was playing Doom Eternal really before we started doing PCL, and now that we do PCL, like my downtime is so precious that I find if I play a game, it's an in and out game, a game that I can play, and for like a couple of minutes and move on to something else. Like I don't, but I will. I think in the fall, especially when I have like all my stuff set up, which I still don't have. Like I got to get a TV and stuff like that. I have a TV, but it's rinky-dink. Not that anybody cares about my setup here, but it's nowhere near complete. But once I get that in order, I want to get back into that. YouTube clips are so far behind. I don't think my first stream has been uploaded yet. Black Mage. Yeah, you're right. I'm working on one now that I'm going to try to get out. I'm going to try to get it out tomorrow. I can't promise tomorrow though. Probably more likely on Saturday. But it's the Amy takeover stream, not Hot Amy Live. That's the one that follows it. But this is the Sunday before Hot Amy Live. Hot Amy Live was on a Tuesday. This one's really good. He wore like that weird makeup and stuff. It's just, not to get into details, but the video file for this and Hot Amy has so many problems that it's just taken a long time. And again, and I actually have other work to do, so I can't dedicate it myself to it 24/7. So I've had to really divide up my tasks, but I've been working on it, and I guarantee you, the YouTube will be caught up. Not caught up. It's never going to be like same day or anything. Like I said, it's going to be about a month behind or so. But I have a much better system now. So everything since like July is ready to go because I pretty much do it the next day. It's the older ones, the ones from May and June that need some work. But once those are done, we'll be good. General Dipwad, thanks TomB for still being on. I'm not going to be on for much longer, but you're welcome. Chaz, you're still waiting for your physical copy of Doom 64 to come. See, I'm just not a physical copy guy anymore with games, because I just don't. Same reason I can't collect vinyl anymore as much as I would love to. I don't have the space for it to house all these things. And if I can have it digitally, it's just easier to have it digitally. Same things with like movies. Like I used to have this. Years ago, I'd have like a crazy like DVD collection, or before that, Laserdisc, and it's weird, but I think it's the digital game thing is very flawed, in that they don't go on sale as much as like physical copies, and you can't trade them. And what I think they should really do, and this is Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, even Steam or whatever, universally, they should have a marketplace just for users, end users, us, where let's say I have a copy of Doom Eternal. I'm playing on PS4, and I finished it. I've completed it, and I got all, I did everything, and I don't see myself playing it anymore. I should be able to sell that on a digital platform, on a marketplace, name my own price, and as soon as I put it up for sale, I lose all license to play it. I lose the ability to play it on my system. It's removed from my system, and it doesn't. And then I get paid when somebody buys it, but I'll get paid in like PSN money. I'll be totally fine with that. Not real money. You get paid in credits to buy another game, or same thing on Nintendo. You'll get paid with credits for the Nintendo store or the Xbox shop, whatever. They should have that. They should have that for digital game holders, because it feels like you don't really own it sometimes with the digital. And then there's always the problem of when you move to the next platform, can you still download those games and play them again? And that's never been clear. So, that's my issue with digital games. Faster Blade, does my girlfriend have issues with all the time on PCL? Yes and no. Yes and no. It's as understanding as it can be, but it does create problems sometimes because, you know, so the short answer is yes, but not as bad as you would think. But she's super supportive of everything PCL. But yeah, there are times like and it's not just the times that I'm on, it's the times that I'm like working with Perry, like last Thursday, being on the phone with Perry for 3 hours setting up his new gimbal, or when we got to do cameos, or walking him through something else, or just at any time that phone can go off with Back in Black, and it's something up. Garrett Dropbox the zebra clip. Okay, I'll play that. I'll play that. I'll end on that. Oh, you have it for the end. Do you still have a working Nintendo 64, Chaz? Because I've been looking at getting a Nintendo 64 and modding it for HDMI. Because I foolishly sold my 64 back when like the GameCube came out. I wish I didn't. I have every other system. I wish I still have that. Do I like Fallout? Not as much. I did that. I bought Fallout 4 when it was like on sale, and I think I played through it like 3 hours, and I kind of lost interest. So, not really, not really. But I mean, I liked for what it is, and maybe I'll get back into it at some point. I just didn't have the time to invest in it. You know what I mean? Most of Perry's viewers have gotten the PS5 by now. Yeah, I'd like to get a PS. I still haven't been able to get a PS5. I don't want to get a PS. I'm a PS5 guy, but now that that Microsoft bought Bethesda, if that means that future Bethesda games are only going to be on Xbox, that might get me to switch over. Because if there's like another Doom game in a few years and it's not on the PS5 and it's exclusive to Xbox, that's going to get me to go to Xbox. 100%. But I don't like the looks of the PS5. I think it's hideous. I hate white electronics. There's that whole era of like the early 2000s where all these electronics were white, and I thought we finally got past that. And now they came out. I think the PS5 looks hideous, and I'm waiting for them to come out with a revision. Like a black sleek model or something like that, and maybe I'll get it. But I haven't been using it. I haven't fired up my PS4 in months. It's not even hooked up. Why don't I have Garrett move in with Perry full time? Garrett's a trooper, but I can't see him. I felt so sorry for Garrett on that last Sunday show of like TomB week. He was dying in there. It was really hot in there, and nobody was suffering more than Garrett. Like the second it was over, he was out the door. Like I was making a joke about, hey guys, hang around for after hours. Nobody even bought into the joke. They were like, oh yeah, they come out. They're like, no, we're good, we're gone. The only guy that wanted to stay forever was Tony Hawk because I think he was having so much fun. Everybody else was like out the door. They're like, yeah, we're done. We're done. Chaz, thought about modding your 64, but your big screen will switch to 4. You know what it is about modding it is there's a thing in the 64 where the modders can bypass, because with 64 games, obviously it's before like the HD era, but the games themselves are digital, and there's a chip in there that switches it over to analog to output to like, regular TVs. But they bypass that chip and output it through HDMI in pure digital. And I've seen the A/B comparisons on like YouTube. It looks amazing. So that's a serious reason to consider modding it. That's what I'd like to do. And they have that they have a thing where you could put like one cartridge. It's like a cartridge shape. I don't know what to call it, but it's like a cartridge you put in a 64, and then you can load an SD card in it, and then you can play ROMs, and they play not emulated. They play like they're real games. 'Cause that's the one thing about the 64 is it's very hard to emulate a lot of those games. That's why I don't think you see a Nintendo 64 Mini. It would be impossible because the infrastructure of the hardware is so difficult to replicate, and a lot of it comes out pretty glitchy. Super Warp Zone. How do I feel about the whole DSP story arc with Perry? I think it's fantastic because it's brought a lot of people who are probably here right now to PCL that probably normally wouldn't have heard of Perry or PCL or anything. So, it started out innocently enough, but it turned into it turned into a real thing in many ways that. There's a ton of people that I hear from that came over because they either hated a DSP or they were fans of DSP, and they translate it over. They say now they're full on PCL. So it's pretty incredible. And I've said this before. I didn't know who DSP was before this started. So it was fun. Yeah. So I love it. I love it. Oh, Chaz says, I know I never owned a Dreamcast. Never owned one. I'm jealous of that. Anyway, let's go. We'll play this, and then we'll say goodnight. Just to relive it. What am I getting rid of? Get rid of his camera. The video. Of Perry in the hallway. And thanks to Garrett for throwing us together so fast. Take a look here. If you missed it, this was a big moment earlier. I don't know how it's going to play out of context.
You just want your ass whipped, don't you? You want me to open the door and put my foot in your fucking face, don't you? I'll give you 5 fucking seconds. You better get that fucking video off my screen. 1, 2, 3.
You. Who are you? I'm a Uber Eats delivery. 44117.
He's suspicious of this.
So, did you see a zebra? No. Okay, just you. To your delivery. Thank you. No, he didn't see a zebra. I just asked him. He said no. Yeah, he's doing a delivery.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. Oh my God. Oh my God. You got to see that in full context. But he was so suspicious of that guy. Who are you? Like he was militaristic about it. Like he was defending the hallway or something. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh my God. Thank you, Garrett, for getting this, for getting that so fast. Oh, that's one of my favorite things ever. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a good note to end it on. So I'll say go. I don't know. To Zebra Horny wherever you are, you got to tip your cap. That's a phenomenal moment. TomB, I think Perry's going to attack a regular person eventually. Well, let's hope not. Let's hope not. Oh boy. But I'll say goodnight here, only because it's late and I actually got actual work to do in the morning. Not that this isn't actual work; it is. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the media share thing exactly right because I got to play two separate things. Like it doesn't when you see the videos play, that doesn't play automatic with the comment. I wish it did. I have to have a second. Thank God I have two monitors. I have to have a second screen open to play the corresponding video, and that's why once in a blue moon I'll miss one, and then play it later or something like that. But I tried to be on top of it tonight. But that's another reason why I kind of go silent a lot of because I heard somebody somebody sent me a message like, "Hey, you're muted tonight. Can't hear you." I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm not talking. I'm letting I'll come in where I need to." But I let Perry do most of it because I'm doing so many things with this. There's no way I could do I could be a big part of it and communicate with him at the same time. It would be impossible. But anyway, we'll talk to you guys on Friday. Thanks for making this a big deal. Definitely one of our longest Wednesday streams. It's now 5.5 hours. I don't remember the last time we went that long on a Wednesday. Wednesdays usually universally are shortest. So, but we'll see you Friday. Thanks everybody for coming by, and thanks again to all the VIPs, all the subscribers, all the followers, and our newest VIP, Data Nate. Thanks, Data Nate. Great guy. We'll see you Friday.